Okay, here's the kind of jets we use in this bike. These are main jets. These are small ones. These are the big ones. Oop. I think that bag failed the jet test. So this one here is a little bit bigger. And they got really big ones. There's a main jet. Here's a small one. Now this would be huge for like a street bike, like 150 inch or street.
Yeah.
So this is what we use on my bike, so it's a little bit bigger. This is a 348 thousandths, 350 thou hole.
Yeah.
So you put a pin through it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what goes inside of here when you're on a Bonneville. And you got a full load of nitro on it. So
Basically just a threaded fitting to get fuel through at that point.
it's basically just a big hole.
Yeah.
Now, here's what happens to our cylinders when you melt the motor. See how it turns with molten aluminum in there? Here's what happens to your piston when you give it too much juice in neutral when you're warming the bike up. It collapses the whole dome down on the rings and locks them up. You can see how it just collapses this whole area right here and just goes like that. Locks it up solid. This is that one that when Fred said we swayed all day line, I popped it in neutral in line.
Mm-hmm.
This one I did it, this is the piston. So we fixed it when I made a run. So that's what it looks like after you make a run. Kind of has a little issues. It melts the end of the wrist pin off too.
It melts into the wrist pin or melts the wrist pin
It melts
itself?
the wrist pin itself. So that's what happens there. See, it just kind of sprays the hell out of it. So basically it's a blowtorch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty hot. Once I mean, the aluminum's one thing to melt.
It kind of nosed over a little bit.
Through the rings and into the wrist pins getting hot.
It kind of nosed over a little bit, and then it came back on again. So I just hit the second stage and just got after it and picked up some more speed. And then just before the finish line, it decided it was pretty much done. It just kind of really slowed off. And I pulled the clutch and it coasted across. And yeah,
Took that time.
See, it screwed up. It came back on again. So yeah, I think we get back on it.
Yeah.
Screw around. So I think it went like 135 or something, 130. Kind of crappy. The record's 149 without the fairing, 152 is, so. Of course, they're my records. So.
I mean, is there even a category for a single cylinder iron head?
Yeah, it's called 500cc push rod. So I can compete against Motor Guzzi's, BMWs. And that's about it, I think. Well, Triumphs, 500s, BSAs, 500s. Anything that's before, and that's made after 56.
Right.
So that's our plug for a carburetor. I modified this so I can change the jets without having to pull the carburetor apart. Nothing worse than trying to do a jet change on the starting line and can't get the darn jet out.
Now, did they classify you after 56 to 85 because of the iron head era, or the KR, or the...
It just so happens that Sportsters were made in 57 and 55 they didn't have them, so that's why they made the break that way.
Well, is it start at 56 or start at 57? You said after
So
56.
there's the jet I had in it.
That's still a big hole.
So that's 230. So we're going to put something a little bit smaller in here for running alcohol on it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking something maybe in the, I don't think they even have anything, but maybe around 200, 190. But all these look like they're really, really small. See, that's a 160.
Pick that one.
I don't even see a number on this one, but it looks 200. That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good starting point. We like 200?
Yep,
Okay,
sounds good to me.
That doesn't sound like that much difference.
No, it's good. It's shiny.
Between 200 and 240?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That just looks like it's a little different. What is that? Oh, it's 290.
I'm gonna say that's a lot of thousands.
That's 290. That's why it looks so much more than 200. It's 90,000 difference.
Well, then do that one.
That's a big difference. I don't know. That's quite a bit of a change. Even on alcohol, that might not be enough. I think it's the biggest one I got right now, though. All right, we'll go with that.
Thank you.
I don't think it's big enough, though, but we'll see what this one over here is. There's a 240. Yeah, that looks about the right difference between nitro and fuel. I'll go with the 240. 200 is for like a street boat.
Oh, fine.
People have small jets in their bike. I'm going to leave the big low speed jet in because I don't feel like screwing around with it. But as I recall, it's got an 82 low speed jet in it. So most main jets for street bikes around here run 68.
Yeah.
So I got an 82 for low speed. It might be an 86 though.
That still sounds
Did I
small.
put the
for
right
this.
one in? Yeah, I put the right one in. Well, alcohol requires a little bit more fuel than gas. That's why it sucks that float blow dry so fast. You know, I'll go through a quart of fuel in 20 seconds. You know, doesn't take long. Here's all my. These are all the low speed jets. See, they have huge holes in them. I'm not gonna screw with that. Too much work. Okay. Once you shut that off, I'll go find my fuel